Okay, well, it's over again.
Yeah.
This isn't going very well.
Okay. So is that within an 11 overpool then?
Yes, but it was, again, not the best 11 overpool in the world.
Okay, so that's one we can watch the replay.
I think I started my hatchery a little bit too late.
Yeah, because generally speaking, you should be able to get a creep tumor down far enough that you're going to be able to push those out a little bit to help cover your ramp. If you need to get one spine up at the top of your ramp, if you're just certain you're not going to have the creep spread in time,
Okay.
and have it hang out up there. Because with that kind of a run-by situation, they're going to be already occupied trying to dodge Zerglings and your queens. The other thing is, on that note, you can actually block your ramp with one queen.
Yeah. But she'll die pretty quickly, won't she?
She'll die, but their surface area is not going to be that huge for their zealots. But I'm still wondering why you have so many minerals for your spines. I'm thinking your queens are delayed. Because you should have had 3 to 4 queens and less spines by 2 or 3, I'd say. Okay, so let's go ahead and cruise to the point the game really starts. Alright, gonna drone to 17, extractor trick, 1 pair of Zerglings. So, oh, actually,
Game paused.
this was a little weird. You did the extractor trick for... You did the extractor trick, but you only ended up at 18 out of 18 from your second extractor trick, rather than 19.
Well, I didn't notice that. I guess I didn't have enough larvae, and I just subconsciously thought I had made 2 sets of Zerglings instead of just 1.
Yeah, you canceled it, and then shortly after the larva popped.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm here, spend me. Oh.
Too late.
So if your hatchery felt a little...
And then I forgot,
weird,
and I forgot to put down the hatchery until a little bit later. And I also realized I had supply block myself.
Okay.
So for some reason, I don't know, I keep fucking up this 11 overpool today.
Yeah,
I can't do it perfectly.
And that's part of where this is probably so one-sided too, is because if 4-gate's going to punish anything, it's going to be sloppy early game. Those first 2 minutes are critical for holding 4-gate and proxy racks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then your Overlord for 26 was delayed, and then that mineral flood. Okay, so here's the other thing: is your
paused.
at this point you're at 700 minerals.
Yeah.
So let's back up just 1 second, and I want to see when your second queen started, because your first queen started as soon as your pool finished, right?
It started the first queen slightly after. I think it was like a second or 2 off.
Yeah, that's...
Game resumed.
So your pool finishes. I'm harassing. Okay, it was like 5 seconds late.
Yeah.
So that's one thing you can tighten up, but that's not too terribly... I mean, it's important, but not that big of a deal. But it's just, you should not have that many minerals.
From resource hacking, obviously.
Yeah,
Game
definitely.
paused.
Okay, now the other thing you want to do is... and I think this is actually where a lot of this is coming from. Keep in mind, for the 11 overpool, you're going to go up to 19 out of 18 with those 2 sets of Zerglings. And then you're immediately going to start an Overlord. And if everything's going really smoothly, you're going to have that Overlord pop right after your natural's gone down, and you'll have 100 minerals remaining. You'll have exactly 2 larvae, so you'll make 2 drones. And then your queen, like right now it's at about 80%. By that point, your queen is about to finish. So you should, if the timings are really tight, be able to start your queen immediately after that. And then start an Overlord to get out of your 26 supply block, which is about to occur. And all that generally can occur by the point we're at now. So optimally, you already want your hatch to have started. It's probably at about 10 to 20%. You want to have 4 Zerglings rather than just 2. You want to have 2 extra drones, an extra Overlord, and your second queen's already on its way.
All right.
So to give some perspective, at about 3.5 minutes, that's how much further ahead from this point you could be. And that's what's probably causing
huge.
the time. Yeah, that's so huge. And that's why we see this mineral float later on, because your queen production has been staggered by both the late natural and the late... Here we go. Yeah, this is the other part of it.
Yeah, the supply block also messed me up.
Yep. And then you're finally able to start your queen, which it looks like is still delayed by a little bit. Okay. So let's do one thing real quick. I'm going to set the AI. I don't know if they've made the changes to the AI yet or not. I think we had someone on the stream who said he was really good at foregating, actually. Let me see if he's still on. Where are you? Tough Nuggets. Would you care to foregate like nobody's business? That's what he said. That's what he said.
He's really good at foregating.
Yep.
That's like, I don't know. It's like saying I'm really good at, beating up cripples or something.
I know. I'm really good at punching old ladies. Tough Nuggets, please say you haven't left.
Well,
Because I'd like to find someone to foregate against you so that I can kind of be over your shoulder going, hey, you're queen.
do this shit.
Yeah.
I left the party. Hello? Crap. Hi, okay. Sorry, he was gonna cut out. Fortunately, it wasn't a major crash. It was just a small blip. But, I don't know. If you could find this guy, I think we should do one, maybe two more, and then call it a day.
Yeah, I think he is actually not available. And I'm looking on my friends list, and everyone is busy.
Yeah. My friends list, I have a bunch of people who I don't even know who they are. And I can't recall ever talking to them.
You just randomly add every other opponent to your friends list.
I do. If someone will add, if someone friends request me on anything, I'll always add them. I never ask questions.
And then you end up with that awkward conversation a month later. Who are you? You're on my friends list.
Yeah, well, my Steam friends list is completely full, and the majority of the people on there have never talked to.
Well, you know what? I think now that I think about it, the way we might want to go about this is once we've got Katie at our disposal, not disposal.
At our disposable.
once Katie's disposable.
Yeah, jeez. Sounds like some kind of mafia crime sort of monologue or something. Once she's disposable.
They're disposable. I'd say once we have her available for that, we should probably go the other direction with this because I think you do work a lot better with that situation than with playing against you. Early on, it helped to kind of grind out a few of the rough patches, but here it's a lot of those, fine tunings that we need to touch on.
Okay.
Especially because with your build, I think actually one thing you can do, and we may just want to jump right into it on Saturday or something.
Okay.
What you can do between now and then is just hammer out the first 5 minutes of your ZVP.
Okay.
I mean, literally just start a game versus the AI, play to 5 minutes, and benchmark yourself.
Just time myself, or?
Yeah, that's actually one last thing we should do here. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to a game.
Okay.
And since you're going 11 over pool, I can easily just play out the first 5 minutes of a game to give you something to compare against.
All right.
'Cause I think that's kind of going to be crucial for you holding not only Foregate, but with the openings we saw today, maybe it was the beer. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. One beer really messed me up.
Lightweight.
It's 5%. That's fairly strong, I guess.
Yeah. We have a lot of 3-2 beer around here. If you go to the gas stations, it's all 3-2. It's terrible.
Yeah. Ugh. I had this Belgian beer that was 10% alcohol, I remember. And I was just like, I've never had a beer this strong in my life. That's almost like liquor or something.
That is some serious beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't even taste like beer.
It actually tasted really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because Belgians know how to make beer.
I did not know.
Well, yes, now you know. So, man, best beer on the planet probably comes from Belgium, Ireland, and Germany. I would say. All right. So anyway, I get to watch you. I'll tell you what the AI is doing. It is mining minerals right now.
Stop math hacking! You're cheating! You're cheating!
It's very
I had no
easy.
way of knowing that. He could have been 12 drone rushing me. You never know. or I guess 6 drone
I,
rush.
I
Because he would have to
remember
mine
I remember in the early days of Wings of Liberty, there would be people who would just take their 6 drones or whatever and just attack with their
Oh, yeah.
6 drones and be like, all right, we're trying to end the game here.
Well, actually, there was, and I still did this once in a while. I actually did beat Masters players with this. The 12 drone rush. You double extractor trick up to 12 drones, and then you travel across the map, and on like steps of war, it's actually in your favor. Because drones with regen time, if you micro really well, drones actually are advantageous over SCVs. But you got to be really good on your micro.
What about probes? Wouldn't work against probes?
Probes, yeah. Probes, they could get up their building. The key with going up against the SCVs is they need to build the buildings, and you can prevent the barracks from finishing. Versus Protoss, though, they can just start the gateway and stall you until a Zealot comes out.
Yeah.
So 12 drone rush, unfortunately, wasn't viable against them. It should
saying.
have never been viable. But yeah, this isn't going to be anything new. I just want this to be something where you can say, oh my god, that's a huge difference. Because it really is. It's just one of those things where it make or breaks. I'm going to go for the double Zergling, since that seems to be where you're wanting to go with this.
Yeah.
The 4 Zerglings. Just so that we have this as accurate as possible.
Spawning pool is over. Double circlings, queen. Okay.
And now the Overlord starts so that my queen can start the moment that first one finishes. And notice at about 3:30, it's going to be right about where we were discussing. Drone's ready to go. We're chasing a probe. Da-da-da. Probe's like, nah, you can't get me. Mocks
Yeah.
my Zerglings and makes them angry.
I don't think the very easy AI is up to that level of play. So that's your first queen.
And actually, the queen's not going to be able to start immediately since you're going 4 Zerglings rather than 2. That's just kind of me being used to 2 Zerglings, so the timings are very slightly slower here. But this will be fine. We go queen, we go Overlord. And actually, let's go to the moment that my 4-gate was starting. So we'll go to about 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
Okay.
So that's, we'll go 6 minutes just so that it's standard for you. And that injects quite a bit quicker, I would say, than what we were seeing, just because for various reasons, either your build was off or something. The first queen started late. So at this point, I go, he still hasn't tried to expand. He's definitely doing something. My Overlord would be looking around.
So if they haven't expanded by 5 minutes, that's when you get worried.
Yeah, if I don't see a low ground pylon by 5 minutes, I'm definitely worried. But either way, just as a precaution, you should probably suicide every time you see anything but Forge First or Nexus First.
Okay.
For now. Okay. We're at 5 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm definitely saying, something's funny. Now notice the timing here. My drones are transferring just in time to drop spines. And notice where my creep tumors are?
Right by the ramp-ish. Well,
Yeah,
they're
they
getting
are
there.
going to be in position. And we're going to go ahead and get into position here.
Oh, there's the 48. There's the drone, or the probe.
Yep. What a boss. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. So 6 minutes. I don't know exactly what this is, but we'll take a quick look. 28 drones, pretty good. That's basically that's a good rule of thumb to follow, because that's going to be with 2 base mining. That's going to be more efficient than what he can have on 1 base. So we had 28 drones, 4th queen almost finished, 2 spines, ready just barely in time, stall with the queens for a little bit, and enough minerals floating still for probably, I would say, 12 circlings.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, the very easy AI beat you.
Oh, he destroyed me, dude.
That must have been rough.
He scared me with that probe, Scott, and I was like, oh.
GG.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the
Stop
probe
pushing.
morphed into a warhound, and it was over.
Well, all it takes is one, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Why am I still in this game?
I don't know. You're just enjoying watching it play out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have that replay on file now, so just
Okay. The very easy AI I had at 8 p.m. of 26.
Cruising. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you got to play 20 games like that just with the first 6 minutes to get it to where it's muscle memory, then do it. Because at this point, I think it's actually going to be more beneficial than going on to the ladder and playing structured games because you're just setting such a slow pace for the rest of your game on ladder.
I see.
So let's work on that, and then on Saturday we'll see how much tighter the build is.
Okay. We'll see if I can do it Saturday. Sunday might be better. Apparently, I'm playing Axis and Allies with a bunch of friends, so that'll be exciting.
Well, that is good. Axis and Allies is an amazing game.
I have never played it. I've played, like, there was a video game version of it, and I played that, but I've never actually played the actual board game. So.
Oh, it's phenomenal. You'll love it. It's better with beer.
There'll definitely be a lot of beer.
Yeah, that's what's important.
But we'll see. If it's in the evening, then yeah, we can do it Saturday. But if it starts like Saturday afternoon, then
Okay.
not gonna happen. But yeah, we'll see.
Cool. Yeah, I did a Lord of the Rings Risk drinking game with some friends for quite a while. You lose a territory, you take a drink kind of deal.
I see.
And that was really problematic because or Risk, you would build up, and one of the strategies would be to build up, cash in all your cards, and just plow through their
That's
territory
like
to clear all their.
That's like the only strategy in the game.
Oh, I played a lot more carefully, but
Okay.
I was very contemplative with it. But yeah, people would do that, and it would just be like, seriously, really? I have to drink the equivalent of like 4 beers now all at once because you just did that. Thanks.
Yeah, good
But
times.
I mean, that was a whole different level because then your goal was to get them as drunk as possible, so they started playing poorly. So who knows?
It's like
all right.
double entendre strategy. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, cool, man. Give me, I guess, a message on Skype when you know what we're planning on.
What's happening? Okay, well, with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been the Stalinator signing off for now, and hopefully you'll join us on Saturday for more shenanigans or whatever it is that we decide to do, and hopefully Katie will join us so we can have some like female influence, so we can feel better about ourselves, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.